Now we're going to make a layered bow. These bows are great because they give you the different textures of different ribbons. I'm going to start, like always, with my Bowdabra bow wire. I've already folded it in half, and I'm going to lay that down into the Bowdabra. Fold it under, and just set my Bowdabra down. Then I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm taking a very wide, it's a very sheer ribbon. I'm going to scrunch that down, and I'm not going to leave very much ribbon on this side because I'm going to show you in a minute. You're probably wondering, does she ever use tails on her bow? And I'm going to show you how we put the tails on. It's the easiest way to do tails. Now here, this is just, because it's the same on both sides, this is just a fold and scrunch bow. So I'm going to make my first loop. Now because this is a lighter ribbon, it's not very heavy or dense, I'm not going to make my loops too big because they'll get floppy. So this is the size for this width of ribbon and for this weight of ribbon that it should be. And in your Bowdabra instruction book, it also gives you how many loops for the weights and the width of your ribbon. What's great about Bowdabra is that because there's nothing on either side of it, you can make your loops this big or this big, it really doesn't matter. And I love that because you can use garland, you can use table runners, pretty much anything you think of. If it'll fit in the Bowdabra, you can use it in the Bowdabra. So now I'm going to just scrunch this back, and you can see I'm pretty much just formulating my bow as I go. And I'm just going to scrunch that last piece down in here, and I'm kind of just shaping it. That'll make it easier when it's time to fluff it. Then I'm going to take this mesh, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm just going to scrunch it down into the Bowdabra, and I'm going to fold it. And because the texture of this, even though it is the same on both sides, I'm going to choose to twist it, and it's entirely up to you. You don't have to, but I just like the way it shapes when I twist it. So now I'm going to fold this back, and I'm going to make these loops just a tad shorter than my outside loops. So now I'm going to fold that back, scrunch it in, twist it, and scrunch down. And like I said, you don't have to twist. So now on the last one, I'm just going to scrunch that down here. And that's getting pretty full because I've got a lot of thick ribbon in here. So I'm going to use my Bowdabra wand, scrunch down with my wand, and then I'm going to take my third ribbon. And this is just a real pretty gold ribbon. Now this ribbon is a two-sided ribbon, so I do have to twist. So I'm going to twist it and fold it and twist. Whoops. That's why the Bowdabra is so good, because it holds everything for you. Fold and then twist. And just like I did, I'm making, on the last part of the bow, I'm making the loops a little bit smaller so it graduates in. Another loop. And I have another loop here. And this is just, again, this is just our fold and twist bow. And I'm just going to fold this last piece in, and on the last one I'm not going to twist it. And again, I'm going to just scrunch down with my Bowdabra wand. And as you can see, my ribbon was cut a little shorter, so I just faked it and I made two smaller loops here. And it just adds to the dimension and the design of the bow. Now I'm going to take this really pretty leaf garland and just basically make loops going back and forth in my Bowdabra. And you know what? I think I'm going to make those a little bit bigger. Just scrunch that in here because I want you to be able to see them after I put my next thing that I'm going to put into the Bowdabra. So we'll put that there, and then again I'm just going to scrunch it down, scrunch that down, take it out, and now I'm going to add my beautiful floral pick. And one trick that I can give you is at the end of the season, I go to all the stores and I buy all the floral picks they have because they're so inexpensive at that time, and it's just a great way to pick them up for all your bows. And a lot of the floral picks, even though they're Christmas, can work any time of year. So now I'll take this, bring it through my loop, And like with every other bow, I'm going to hold this down and pull it really, really tight while it's in the Bowdabra. Then I'm going to separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and tie it off. And again here, we're going to do our knot. And now I'm going to show you how we put our tails onto our bow. I've cheated and I've already dovetailed the ends of this piece of ribbon. I decide how long I want my tails, and I'm just going to fold it in half. And now you can fold it in half, or if you want your tails to be different lengths, you can make one shorter than the other. And I think that's what I'm going to do this time. And then I'm just going to scrunch it right here, then take my Bowdabra bow wire, and all I'm going to do is tie a knot. And now it's time to fluff my bow. So what I'll do here is just fluff it out. And take my leaves and sort of bring those through here so you can see them. And you have a beautiful, beautiful bow that you can use on any package. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to use your new Bowdabra. I certainly had fun teaching you. Now make sure that you go to our website and check out the many projects that we show you in addition to the ones that I've shown you today. And don't forget to learn how to use the mini Bowdabra to make great bows for your packages and your hair and your party favors and scrapbooking and card making. And don't forget to make every present you wrap beautiful with your Bowdabra.